Hello dear friends, welcome back to Help in English channel. Today we continue the educational sessions after 1 month of summer vacation, and I hope you all had the chance to enjoy yours. So our educational session today is dedicated to business English and namely idioms, and today is our 5th session in a row where we will try to enhance our knowledge of idioms and phrasal verbs. So let me share my screen with you so we can start working and enhancing. Let's have a look at the first slide with idioms. The first idiom for today is this: a golden handshake. Maybe many of you who are involved in international business have heard that before. So what's the meaning of this idiom? Money given to a retiring employee. So let's have a look at the example of the use of this one. The company gave him a golden handshake in recognition of 35 years of faithful service. Next one, it's a good job. So pretty self-explanatory. Another way of saying it's fortunate. It's fortunate. So let's have a look at this one. It's a good job they came. We couldn't have managed without them. So we were lucky they came. Just the job. Just the job. What's the meaning? And the meaning is exactly what is needed. Exactly what is needed. So the sentence with this idiom is, this knife is just the job for cutting cabbage quickly. Just what is needed, just perfect. Next one, hand in your notice. To hand in your notice. Resign from your job. To hand in your notice, to resign from your job, meaning to quit. He handed in his notice after having a rough talk with his boss. Given the sack. Given the sack. Make sure you pronounce the word S-A-C-K correctly. It's sack. Dismissed from your job. If this idiom defines the action that was initiated by you, this idiom is the action that is done, let's say, on you. Let's say by some other person, your boss or your senior manager. So they just fired you, basically. So the example of the sentence is the following. She was giving a sack for incompetence and insubordination. She was giving a sack. Okay, break even. So what does that mean? Costs and income are equal. A lot of people in business have heard the break-even point, when your investment equals the money you have earned, so zero meaning, right? Costs and income are equal. And the example of the sentence is the following. In its second year, the enterprise broke even despite the economic recession. The next one, shift work. Shift work. And the meaning is the day is divided into the time periods called shifts. The employee can work during any of these periods. The example of this idiom in the sentence. This job involves shift work, so you can occasionally have to work at night. That's it for the moment with idioms for this lesson. And let's have a look at the phrasal verbs. So, the first phrasal verb, contract something out to somebody. To contract something out to somebody. What does that mean? To arrange for work to be done by another company or somebody outside your country. For instance, in the sentence, it would sound like this. We contract out most of our IT projects. We contract out most of our IT projects, meaning we outsource them. Next, copy somebody in on something. Copy somebody in on something. Meaning, Make sure that somebody receives a copy of a letter that you're sending to somebody else. Example, I'll send a memo to the HR department and copy you in. So-called CC, right? When you're sending an email to somebody and you ask, please CC me, it means to copy somebody in. Cut back on something, cut something back. What is the meaning of this phrasal verb? To reduce something, such as the amount somebody spends or produces. The example, a lot of businesses have cut back on managerial staff, meaning that they have reduced the amount. Deal with something, a very popular phrasal verb. To deal with something. To take action to solve a problem, carry out the task, especially as part of your job. E.g., he's got far too much paperwork to deal with. He's got far too much paperwork to deal with, to cope with. That's another way to say that. And the last phrasal verb for this teaching session is dispose of something. To dispose of something. And what's the meaning of that one? To sell part of a business, property, etc. The use in a sentence. The joint venture had to dispose of some of its assets to raise money. Meaning to, let's say, get rid of. But that's a rude way, of course, but still. Okay, well done, everybody. I hope this session was a beneficial one for you, and welcome back after a long summer vacation. So please don't forget to leave your commentaries, especially with examples using these idioms and phrasal verbs we mentioned in this teaching session. Don't forget to put your likes, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.